All right, so now I'd like to talk to you about volume of pyramids. And just like with prisms, they're classified by the base of the pyramid. So we have something called a rectangular pyramid, and basically it's where the base of the pyramid is a rectangle. And notice that all the has comes up to the certain point on top. There's a square pyramid where this is a square, and then the sides all come up onto the top, kind of like the pyramids in Egypt. Some of them were square pyramids, and also a triangular pyramid. And so once again, the base is a triangle, and the um, the sides come up to the point, and that would be a triangular pyramid. So again, depending on the base, they're classified a little differently. And we're trying to find volume of these pyramids. And again, volume is what it takes to fill up this 3D shape. So how many unit cubes can I put in this pyramid? And again, unit cubes would be a cube that's dimensions are 1 by 1 by 1. And depending on what you're measuring, whether it's inches or feet or centimeters, this is 1 by 1 by 1. So how many of these unit cubes can I fit in these pyramids? That's what volume is. So the general formula for volume of pyramids is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So let's take a look at some of these. Again, the bases are different depending on the type of pyramid. So the first thing we're going to look at here is the rectangular pyramid and what the volume is for that. Here I've got a rectangular pyramid. The base is a rectangle, and it's 6 by 12. And then the height is going to be from the top of the pyramid straight down is the height. The line forms a perpendicular or a right angle right at the base, right on top of the rectangle. So if you think about the top of the pyramid going straight down into the middle center of your rectangle, that's the height. That's the height you're looking for. You don't want any kind of slant height that might be coming off of these pyramids, meaning like the top of the pyramid sliding down the slant of one of the triangles. You don't want that. Anyway, so if you look at our formula, we say 1/3 times the area of the base. So in our case, this is a rectangular pyramid. So it'll be 1/3 times the area of this rectangle, which is 12 times 6. Here we're measuring in feet. And then times the height. And the height here is 10. And that's how I get this equation. 1/3 area of the base, 12 times 6 times the height. And if I do that, I'll get 1/3 of 12 is 4 times 6 times 10. So that's 24 times 10, or 240, and that's feet cubed. Again, volume is in cubic units. Here's the square pyramids next. Again, the base is a square, so this is going to be 6 by 6, and we're measuring in inches. And here's my height, which is again from the top of the pyramid straight down into the center of the square to form a right angle. And that height is also, I'm just going to use 10. So the way you calculate that is you say 1/3 times 6, which is the area of the base, which is a square, times the height, which is 10. And that would be 1/3 of 6 is 2. And 2 times 6 is 12, and times 10 is 120. And this would be inches cubed. Now it's interesting to see that the 1/3 comes up here. Like if you think about these as prisms, you don't have anything like a 1/3. You're just basically taking the area of the base times the height. So in a pyramid, you're cutting out so much of this shape. You're taking only 1/3 of that calculation of a general volume of a prism. So that's something to think about. And then finally here is a triangular pyramid. So here again the base is going to be a triangle, and what you'll do here is you'll take the area of the triangle, base times 1/2 base times height, and then again the height coming down from the top of the pyramid, top of the pyramid all the way down to the center of the base. And again the height is going to be 10, which is right here. Here's my 1/3 according to my formula up here. And then what I'll do is I'll take 1/2 base times height. So here's my base, and my height here is going to be 9. This is the height of the base triangle. 1/2 base times height, and that's going to calculate to 1/3. This is 72. Half of 72 is 36. And this is the 10. So this would be 1/3 of 36 is 12. And then times 10, so again 120. Here we're measuring centimeters, so centimeters cubed. And that is the volume of pyramids.